I walk down the street, the man approached me with a gun. And today, I'm motherfucking President Trump. I'm the real fucking president.
My dog, Delonte. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, you ain't got $3?
Man. I'm not a sympathetic person. If you are, that is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not me. And you better believe I'm not going to be sympathetic towards you and feel sorry for you when you make bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. One of the greatest things about America, and I know not everybody's fortunate enough to live here, but for the people that do, you control your own destiny. If you want to be great in this life, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to do this, do that, you can do so if you have the willpower. However, at the same time, if you want to ruin your life, make terrible life choices, you can also do so. And oftentimes, in most cases and scenarios, these people that do fail at life and make terrible choices, they make excuses and want people to feel sorry for them. There's a lot of people that will feel sorry for you, but I am not one of them. One thing I've learned in this life is that every single person has a sad story. No matter how good you think somebody has it or how bad somebody has it, every single person has gone through at least one battle. Unfortunately, some people have to go through a million battles and some people only have to go one or two, but for the most part, everybody has that sad story. What separates the winners of this world and the losers of this world is the winners, they don't make excuses and feel sorry for themselves, they use it as motivation. That's my mini rant for the day. Haven't done one of those in a while, but I wanted to get that point across. If you're not where you want to be at in this life, it's nobody's fault but yours. It's you versus you in this world. It's you versus you. I can't dumb it down anymore. It's the battle within. I said all that to lead up to this. Around 2020, which was only a couple years ago, a former NBA player who wasn't just a bench player, he played meaningful minutes. He was homeless. He was on drugs. He was on the side of the road. He had nowhere to go. He looked terrible. He didn't look like the same person. That said NBA player I'm referring to, and I'm sure some of you remember this, is Delonte West. I'm going to show you a video clip from 2020 of Delonte West that was going viral, and yeah, I'm just going to give you a warning right now. It's pretty sad.
Why'd you hit him? Did he attack you first from the self-defense, or did you hit him?
Man, I walked down the street, the man approached me with a gun.
Where's his gun at?
I don't read the motherfucker. Goddamn Navy SEALs. Ain't no army. Ain't no Navy. I'm motherfucking President Trump. I'm the real fucking president.
Yeah, so you can definitely tell he wasn't in the right state of mind at the end of the video, sorry. He was saying he was the president. Apparently that video was taken right after he got into a fight on the street. Whenever all that was going viral, guess who came to swoop in and save the day? No other than freaking Mark Cuban himself. For those of you that don't know, Mark Cuban, he's on Shark Tank, he's a billionaire, he's a genius, and he also owns the Mavericks. Delonte West, at one point in time in his career, I believe it was 2011 through 2012, don't quote me on that, he played for the Mavericks. So I gotta give major props to Mark Cuban. He saw one of his former players down and he helped him out. I respect that a ton. It was stated that Mark Cuban, he spent 2 to 3 days making phone calls to his family trying to find out where Delonte West was so he could find him and pick him up. And then finally video footage was released where Mark Cuban pulled up in his brand new Tesla and picked up Delonte West at the gas station. To make an extremely long story short, Cuban finds him and he puts him into a rehab place and he tries to better his life. Here's what Cuban had to say, quote unquote. I can confirm that I found him and helped him. The rest is up to Delonte and his family to tell. I don't want to talk about this too much, but this wasn't a thing where Cuban was doing this for the cameras or the media or trying to look good. I think Mark Cuban, he's just a great guy. You can tell from that statement right there. He wasn't wanting people to praise him and say how great of a person he was. He just said, yeah, I found him, helped him out, and his family can tell you more if they want to. That's awesome. And another thing that went unnoticed is that Cuban reportedly paid for his drug rehab and also gave him a hotel to stay at. And it got even better because in early January 2021, it was stated that he had a job working at the rehab facility. Around the same time too, he was playing in the Big Three and he was trying to make a comeback on the basketball scene. No, more than likely he wasn't going to get back into the NBA, but at least his life was heading in the right direction. Or at least that's what we thought. As time passed late in 2021, October to be more specific, he got arrested again. The reason he got arrested is because he was back doing drugs and he was banging on doors in the middle of the night. And then most recently, the current up to date on him, only a couple of days ago, he was spotted in Richmond, Virginia, homeless, holding up a sign begging for money. Before we go any farther, I want to make this very clear. I am not trying to disrespect him or degrade him in any way. I'm just reporting on the news. Just like this person stated, it's so crazy how fast things went downhill because only a few months ago, they were trying to get him into the Big 3 league. The video that's been going around, it's only about 6-7 seconds long, and I'm gonna show you right here. Matt wrote a clip.
My dog, Delonte. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, you ain't got food on?
Man.
At least from that video clip, it appears to seem like he's in the right state of mind and he's not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not crazed out like he was in the first one I showed you. Crazed out, that's stupid. I think a better way to say it would be juiced out of his mind. Juiced out of his mind, that ain't too much better, but you get what I'm trying to say. He's not cracked out on drugs where he's speaking nonsense. He just looks like a normal dude. You can definitely tell though, doing all the drugs and just stuff he's done over his career outside the NBA is catching up to him. I think it's safe to say he's about as down bad as it gets in life, because in that video clip at the end of it, he asked the dude for $2.
Oh, you ain't got food on?
Man.
I wish I could say I hate to say this, but I don't. I have zero remorse for this guy, and I don't feel sorry for him. I don't. If you want to throw your life away after being a multi-millionaire and getting multiple chances to fix it, why should I feel sorry? You had the chance of a lifetime, the opportunity of a lifetime. He could have retired and been smart with his money and not done drugs, but he didn't do so. It all goes back to this, and I firmly believe this. It doesn't matter how much you want somebody to succeed in life. You can want your brother, cousin, your best friend, anybody to be great, but at the end of the day, they gotta want it themselves. You can surround people and put people in the best of the best positions to succeed, but at the very end of the day, they gotta want it. This is a perfect and prime example of that. This guy already blew through millions of dollars. And it wasn't like he was just in the NBA for 1, 2, 3 years. He was in there for like 7 or 8. You know what, matter of fact, let me check real quick because I'm kind of curious. Okay, here we go. I pulled it up. Delonte West got into the NBA in 2004 and he played all the way up into 2012. So yeah, 7, 8 years. Once again, like I stated earlier in this video, wasn't too bad. He had 4 seasons where he averaged double figures. I don't know what his lifetime earnings are. It doesn't matter, but we can automatically assume it was well over $10 or $15 million at least. I don't think Mark Cuban's going to come in and try to save the day again because last time he did it, it didn't work out. If I'm in Mark Cuban's shoes, I'm like, well, I tried helping him. He just doesn't want help. I know some people aren't going to like this, but as a society, when are we going to start holding people like this accountable? When are we going to stop saying, oh, he's going through a tough time, you don't know what he's going through, blah, 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 and start saying, dude, you need to get your crap together. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a true friend would look this dude in the eyes and say, hey, dude, it's inexcusable. You got to fix your life and get your stuff together. That's what real people do. They tell you the truth whether you like it or not. I'm wishing Delonte West the best of luck. I hope he turns it around, but there's no reason for me to believe he's going to. I hope he proves me wrong. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. Bye. Peace.